Okay, so welcome everyone. I'm Ruth Elizabeth, working with the Quantum Elite community today, doing it with this beautiful crowd of people. And I just want to say welcome to everyone. Is there anybody that's a newbie here? Heidi,
I'm here first time.
first time, is that Harrison?
No, it's me, Pavel.
Hello, Paul. I'm pleased to meet you. Thank you. And for joining us. Today, who else is new? Go, Mona.
I have a guest. Her name is Heidi. I don't know if she's still here.
She was a minute ago.
She was here, but anyway, I don't know.
She's here. Here she is. Welcome, Heidi. I'm in Australia, so it's like 5 a.m. and I really appreciate you all being.
Oh, here she is. Okay, Heidi is here. It's her first time. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Hello, so nice to have you with us, Heidi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
She's
everyone.
very connected to Source, just for everyone to know. Sorry to interrupt you, Ruth.
That's
sorry.
fantastic. Okay, so just some of the basics today. Okay, when you're trotting around your house doing all sorts of things, if you can just mute your mics, okay, because it gives us a bit of a better recording to pass things on and, do replays and all that type of jazz. So, does anyone have any news that they need to present before we go on? No, all good. Okay, so there is a replay from Understanding Soul Contracts, okay, which is your soul contracts. Did you understand that you got soul contracts when you came in here? And there's beautiful things about this, absolutely beautiful things about it, and there's things that are keeping us bound, okay? And so it's a very important section of our work at Diamond Matrix Masters is signing off soul contracts. And we teach you how to do it properly, and we actually take you through the signing off of these contracts. And we've gone through, so part one was all about your authority, who you are, who your identity is. Okay, we can go off and do a lot of these things, but without a full understanding of who we are as a living being, okay, and this is where we sort out at Diamond Matrix Masters your inner connection, okay, to the greater you. So our first one for all the new people here, we ask, if your soul pulled out of the top of your head right now, what would your body do? Hiya, John. If your soul pulled out of the top of your head right now, what would your body do? It would fall on the ground. Okay, so you've been hearing me say this for weeks. It would fall on the ground. So it is your soul that keeps you upright on your feet. Okay? And the whole Western model has been based on not full body wellness, okay? It's not talking about physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. It is all aimed at one body, okay? We are energy, we are light, okay? It is soul that keeps us upright on my feet. So who is my soul? It was like, oh my God, I've got a soul. I've got a board of directors. And this is where so many of the quantum principles that have come through to me is actually freeing myself to understand that I am a great being of light. I am a unit of light. I am. So imagine being, and we talk about the duality, don't we? So you always see me spinning around and talking about me being opposite myself in the little pointy me. Okay, disconnected and running around 3D going, help me God, help me universe, I need this and I need that and I need support. But when we come into soul sovereignty, we swing around and we come into our divine connection, our sovereign soul connection, which is something that we're initiating through into the diamond energy, the new photon energy. We are actually upgrading our physical system, okay, into the fifth dimension and above. So trust me, it's not just 5D that we're entering. We are actually entering into multi-dimensional activity, okay? So we are becoming where we came from, okay? So it's not like a surprise to us. There's a part inside of ourselves that actually knows the whole journey. Why? Because we came from light. Where is our soul based? We're based in light. And this is why all of the masters taught, be whole, be whole, be whole, generate wholeness. Okay, we don't start at the bottom of the ladder. We start in self-mastery, and we haven't been taught. Okay, that's the truth. We've lost the knowledge. We got lost in duality. We've been seeking, pleading, praying, but we've not learnt to bring it into our now moment and our now presence. And yet it is our soul that keeps us upright on our feet, which means I've been doing this all this time. Isn't that good news? Oh my God, you've never been lost. Hey, who taught us that we'd been lost? We've never been lost. We were just disconnected. Okay? So we've been talking about your soul. What is your soul? So we'll just do a little bit of summary here before we get into any activities, because you need to understand who you are. So your soul is made up of the triune being. Okay, your three parts in one. Okay, we've been taught many things, not all correctly. It is your divine feminine for those who are celebrating International Women's Day. And that should be every single one of us. Isn't that cool? So inside that part of you is the divine feminine. Okay? And guess what? Just to bring relief to all of the women who think they have to fight for their rights in a human world, you are doing just fine. Okay? The divine feminine is perfect. She is your inner goddess. She is the creator of worlds. Okay? As you rethink or make a decision or create something, she is recalibrating your world. She is attending to what you are wanting. Okay? She is bringing a strategy. Okay? The perfect strategy. One day she said to me, it was amazing, she was like bumped the little pointy me out of the way as she just swept through and said, I bring return on everything that I put out. Wow, total respect. Being a goddess within you, every single one of you, Harrison, okay? Every single one of you. Doesn't matter, male, female. This is where this gender stuff, okay, in my opinion, is not as important as understanding the greater you. Yay! Thank you, Harrison. Did you see that? So the divine feminine within you is the creator of worlds, the womb of creation, Mother God. Okay? You can't create something without the total being. And so then we must talk about the divine masculine, this amazing, amazing part of you, excuse me, that says, I make passage. I make passage was this booming voice that came through. Okay, he's the doing force in your life. Okay, you can't do anything without him. So this beautiful intuition, you know, is coming from your divine feminine, and your divine masculine goes, so be it to her. Total respect, total unity, total oneness. Okay? You are never, ever having to compete in this little world of the pointy you when you've got a power-packed team on your side that is forever bringing to your table, okay, the richness, the opulence, and the immaculate of the creations that you can project, okay? The third part of your triune being is your divine inner child. It's the one that sings and dances. It is the one that has the joy in the heart. It is the one who's extremely powerful. It is not just a dancing little child. The divine inner child is the instigator of bringing you into present moment activity. So it is drawing from the primordial quantum field that you are projecting out, desiring, wanting, okay, wanting and bringing through to your table, okay, to you the lived experience. You go, man, I was just thinking about that, and it showed up. It's your divine inner child that delivers it. Isn't that beautiful? So you have this incredible team that is backing you all the way. It's just that we have lost connection. We had it severed. We've had duality, good versus bad, right versus wrong. Okay, separate us from the love. Okay, the uninterrupted love just flowing, expanding as that God force within you that keeps you standing upright on your feet. Okay, instigates the next expansion through divine intuition and through your decreeing onto the quantum field. What is the quantum field? The quantum field is within your DNA. It's written within your vibrational signature. Okay? You cannot go anywhere without influencing your own quantum field. And this is the beautiful part about it, is that you are affecting your own world. Isn't that cool? That's why we've got to come out of being, entangled with other people's worlds and what they're creating. It's like we've got to mind our own business. Our own energetic signature has to be withdrawn, brought back into my soul journey. And in that journey is tagged these wonderful connections when you begin to realize that you actually co-wrote the script. Isn't that cool? You've never been disconnected, okay? It was a consciousness journey so that you could go through the 4 levels of consciousness, which we've spoken to before, okay? 4 levels of consciousness. You came from light, you forgot you were light, okay? Then you began to discover your light, and then you became light. There's 4 levels of consciousness in one sentence. Isn't that beautiful? So it's becoming very simplified, okay? So no, you haven't been a test guinea pig, okay? You've actually created a scenario. Somebody want to turn their mic off?
Just want to get pregnant.
It's all right, found it. All right, so isn't that beautiful? So how are you feeling right now? You should be like, whew, relieved. Okay? It's like, oh my God, I don't have anything to change or fix about me. And I can honestly say that in a holy instant, when you come into alignment with your soul, your board of directors, when you release the wounding, okay, and all of us have been through perpetual woundings, okay, when you can let go of the wounded child, that part of you that you've been expressing through those pain bodies, those contracts, those vibrational energetic worlds, okay, that have been dominating you in 3D, because that's what your reality was, okay, that's been dominating your 4 bodies, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, okay, when we can take charge back over that, and that's what we do, is we set up people's auric fields, we do brain chemistry realignment, we offer the diamond through the system, we ignite the physical body, okay, in true 5D ignition, and we bring people through to the opening of the heart chakra and initiate you into your soul connection. And you can get my book, which I don't have right now, it's on the Gold Coast, but my book actually teaches on all of this. To see the finite within everything that you are creating as a infinite being. Isn't that beautiful? So you are creating the finite, your finite world today, okay? And this is why we've got to come out of, blame and the guilt and who did what to me, and say, whoa, I as a sovereign being am now in charge. We're going to take our power back, hey? It's like, whoa, doesn't that feel great? Okay? I can go from incredibly, thanks, John. I can go from incredibly a depressed place to being made just full of joy and life itself, because the soul that keeps you upright on your feet is the living life force. Okay? And I dare you to connect in and explore each part of your triune being, because they will speak to you and they will bring through true knowledge. Okay? So I don't go out. I only need my soul. I don't have to ask anyone. That's where my I am presence is. This is the Christ consciousness within you. I just seek and it shall come to me. It says that I shall know before time what is coming. Okay, so I have my gifts and abilities. I can psychically know, I can get visions, dreams, I can get everything come to me to show me what I'm going to be, what is in my soul script. Okay, isn't that cool? And you'll get your own information on you and you'll get it on other people, okay, your community, the world. And this is why it's so important that you understand your authority, because when you know, then these principles actually start to make sense. But why? Because I can actually withdraw from my reality what I do not want to live. Now, this is the time that we're in. So we've been cruising between, okay, 5D and 3D. Woohoo! We've done thousands of lives. I'm not interested in those lives, okay? I already know I've been all things, okay? I only need to be present now, okay? This is the incarnation within the incarnation. This is a very big statement. Most of you at some point will have said, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm really over this. In fact, I'm actually quite fatigued. You know, I'm weary, had enough of this system, okay? And it's not that I want to get off the planet, but I kind of do, because honestly, this storyline is ridiculous. Okay, this story has to come to an end. Things are driving me that I don't even want to be participating in. And this is a heartfelt ignition point or initiation that we are going through, which is letting go of past lives and everything. So this time in 2021 is saying to us, and this is what this time has been about, is coming up to one of our last lifetimes in 3D under the old system. Okay, so you've been feeling, what you've been feeling is true. Isn't that cool? You've been feeling, oh, I don't want to be here. I don't want to keep doing this all the time. It's ridiculous. Okay, how do I get out? Well, this is your way out, and this is your way out without actually signing off and leaving the planet. And you're not to leave the planet because you put your hand up with me and do some stuff here. Don't you go anywhere. Okay? We as a collective are rising. Okay? Look at our team. It's growing and growing and growing just as a conscious one group out of all that's going on. You know, it's magnificent time of conscious growth and coming into 5D. And this is where our connection to our soul. So our soul is actually merging with the physical body to become greater light within you. And you are going to have some very real initiations. You are going to feel the divine masculine come in with that doing power, and you go, my God, I can do anything. And that is so. You can heal the sick. Okay, you can, say just yet that you can raise the dead, but I know that you will be able to one day. All sorts of things are going to be able to take place because the soul is a living essence. So you need to believe in your own soul. You go there. That's your home. I am my total address. Okay? I inhabit my own being and I project from there onto my quantum field. I'm the creator of my worlds. So when it comes to that, I want you to understand where your authority comes from. Yes, are you getting it? You're in charge. Okay? You are in charge. There's no point in whinging about somebody else and what they've got over you. You have to renegotiate. You have to reconfigure it. Let your divine inner being change your circumstances. So this is a time that we're coming into of collapsing creations. What is that? This is where we pixelate worlds and then it falls apart, okay? Because we're actually pixelating the world from a 3D vantage point, okay? And I call that plan B. So plan B always has to fall apart. And so people are experiencing their relationships falling apart because it may not have meant to happen in the first place. Okay, it might have been a Tinder relationship. We just go on and hook up. It's not going to go real deep or real far, is it? So I'm not sure how we expect to have deep, thrilling relationships when it's like that. So we've got to come back from the brink of this false living, because this false living is collapsing, okay? So it's going down like quicksand right now. And I really say to people to come out of it very quickly. You actually need to come into soul alignment, seek it. In a holy instant, you can have what it is that you're looking for, which is the most beautiful love story, okay? So your soul, it keeps you upright on your feet. How beautiful is that? How intimate is that? That is you, and that is your projection point. So right now, we're just going to, if everyone will actually, I want to fill you up with diamond first. There's no point in talking about these things to the mental construct of you. I can talk to you mentally all day, but until you experience the relationship within you, okay, you'll find it difficult. It's really not difficult. It's so easy when you realize that all it is like brain chemistry realignment into my body and I'm connected. It's so easy, and yet we keep going, God's will be done. I've got to seek God's will. I've got to clear my heart, and I've got to go do, all of these meditations to get alignment. No, in a holy instant, be whole. Isn't that beautiful? That came from the Course of Miracles one day. I've shown that from a kinesiologist that I could actually be balanced in 10 seconds. And then my soul goes and takes me home, and the Course of Miracles was open and said, in a holy instant, be whole. That's a click. How cool's that? Mate, there's no work in that. I'm Libran. I'm smart lazy. I don't want to do too much hard work to get into alignment. Okay, we want to be fully connected, okay, and able to fill up our auric field with that divine love, okay, the new heart energy of diamond, and just glow and be a walking glowworm. How beautiful is that? I mean, that just doesn't do it. By the way, I hope you're filling up, okay, because I'm sending it out to all of you. Send it out, just receive, okay? So I want you can shut your eyes. Just receive. It's reading the comments. Someone's feeling jittery, like they've had 2 pots of coffee. Just filling up your brain. Okay, why the brain? Because the brain has its chemistry out of balance, okay? When you've been traumatized over a long period of time, okay, your DMT levels, your serotonin levels, your adrenaline levels, everything goes out of whack. Your pineal gland and pituitary gland need balancing, okay? And this diamond energy is a rainbow energy which is running through you right now. We're intending it into your brain. So here's the first functioning principle that you need to know is energy goes where you intend it to flow. How cool is that? Hey? So just receive. Receive and send. Okay? It's as easy as sending off an email and opening one. Lovely. And of course, I'm doing it to myself, and I can feel what you're all doing. You're fantastic. This is the merging of light bodies. This is how we touch one another. We don't have to protect from this position. All that old jargon, okay, of self-protection. I don't got no fear. I don't have to protect myself from anything. What are they going to do to me? Okay? Light is light is light. There's your power and authority. I don't believe in duality. I don't produce duality. I don't worry about duality. Okay, I'm just whole and complete in this holy instant. My board of directors is in charge. My triune being, your triune being right now is completely untouched. Okay, it's only the little pointy you that has felt any form of devastation because it has been operating by its own force, its own will. Okay, and this is where we're reconnecting into the greater will within you, which is so immense. And I promise you, you cannot think big enough as a creator. Isn't that lovely? So you might be feeling it as relaxation in your brain right now. We're only focusing on your head, okay? I'm not interested in the rest of you just yet. Just pouring into the brain and just receiving. Okay, so the diamond energy is your Holy Christ itself, okay, that's coming in with all of its goodness. It knows you intimately. Right now, it's just rearranging the furniture within you. Isn't that beautiful? Making all the connections, the true connections. Okay, igniting you to your multi-dimensional self, opening up your crown chakra and all of your chakras, sending it all the way through to your body, and it's grounding you into Mother Earth. Okay, you are a fully dimensional being, and the diamond will ignite you into that. The diamond energy ignites your 13-strand DNA and opens up your heart chakra. When you have an open heart and an open mind and a balanced brain chemistry, okay, you have no fear, you're in alignment. Now, if I'm going to produce anything from the quantum field, what am I going to project out now? Wholeness, true thoughts from love, okay, from peace, okay, from wanting the highest good for people, okay, in your family, okay, in your relationships. You're projecting beautiful, beautiful wholeness. Isn't that lovely? Wow. I can't create a mess on the quantum field because I'm in alignment. Harrison's tripping. I love you, brother. He's great. He's got it. Isn't this lovely? So feeling the energy just cruising through your bodies, okay? And just receiving. Trust your board of directors. Trust me, your divine feminine thinks much bigger than you. You don't have to nut out how to bring money to you today, or healing or wellness, okay? You just throw it over, do a footy pass to your divine team and go, yeah, I need some money today. And then you'll be engaged. You know, this inspiration will come to you. Intuition will say, rise, you need to go to the next town. Or you better rise. Okay. People who are depressed go, I'm depressed. It's because you do not rise and go and do what comes to mind. Okay? We are self-governing creators. If we self-govern and choose to sit on the couch, then of course sooner or later we're going to become compressed, okay, which is depressed. Okay? Living a life of soul is actually everything life because that comes with movement. Okay, so I just want you to feel love, feel it. Let it do the work. Okay, within your body system, you have vibrational worlds going on. Vibrational worlds. The worlds that are beautiful, okay, that you want to expand, and the vibrational worlds that you have expanded in the past and you go, ooh, that's no longer serving me. So right now, I want you just to choose maybe one vibrational world that you don't want anymore, okay? And I want you to give it up like a hot potato to the fifth. Just throw it up to the fifth. So feel it just come out of your vibrational bodies. Okay? This vibrational world that you no longer want, and just toss it up to the fifth. Everything happens. Energy goes where you intend it to flow. So that doesn't have to exist anymore, does it? It can actually be recycled into the fifth dimension and above. It's gone. Disease goes in a holy instant. This is easy it is to fix any disease. I don't care if it's generational, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's just a vibrational world. Receive your healing.
The sound got disconnected, it seems. Maybe the connection is bad in Australia today.
Maybe she's just generating so much energy that it's interrupting the internet.
Yeah, no problem. We can still continue integrating this diamond energy while she connects back. You know, we can still meditate on that while she comes back.
Did everybody feel that? Did you feel the diamond energy? How many hands, put your hands up if you felt her diamond energy? I know.
My Reiki hands were burning like crazy.
Even my cat is listening to her meditation.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
All right, so I'm all back. Thank you very much for that. We've got rain and everything happening here. Okay, so how are you feeling? We've got cats meditating.
Amazing. Thank you.
I just want to say that we don't meditate. I call this alignment. This is alignment. Okay, this is alignment. This is a connection with your greater you. Okay, you do not have to go and visit crystal castles to get your alignment. Okay, I want to make this easy for you. That's what we teach, how to function. Okay, so now you're feeling, and I want you to ask you this question. It's a very important question. Do you have any issues right now? Serious. Do you have any issues? I don't. I feel great. This is the best stuff, isn't it? Cost me nothing. Yeah, Yasmin. Do you want to share? If anyone wants to share, we'll just take a couple of minutes. Yasmin, go for it.
Really funny because when you said leave the old world behind, that's exactly what I did before I come on this call, because I used to live in the UK and now I'm in Barbados, and I scripted Barbados for years and years and years, and now I'm here and it's like a magical. And then today I won't go into it, but I had to leave the old world behind because it doesn't serve me anymore. You know?
That's it.
That's it. And then I come to you, and look, it's just alignment. Thank you, millions.
Oh, my pleasure. Oh, my pleasure. Oh my God, that gives you goosebumps, doesn't it? Anyone else?
Yes, I have a question. Because, you know, the way how I felt it at the first moment, that I really felt like it's going through my backbone, like it's kind of making me, you know, sit straight and, you know, like, oh my gosh, it's coming in.
Yes.
And then I still feel I was feeling like waves of really cold, you know, my body is becoming so cold. And then people were saying they are feeling warm hands or something else. So I'm wondering how it's different from the person to the person, that feeling of receiving this energy.
The diamond energy, Christ consciousness, knows each one of us intimately. And you will have done or experienced perfectly for you. We really have to come out of comparing ourselves to one another. There is no experience that's not right for you. You do not have to achieve what somebody else is experiencing. How could you possibly know? You're your own vibrational.
I was just curious, pure curiosity.
You are perfect. Cassie, you're perfect, okay? Just receive it the way it is for you because that's the work that you actually needed today. Or that's clearing channels so that you come into your greater connection, okay? Where peace comes from is you connecting in with your greater connection. Jane, how are you?
I feel totally smashing. I feel the energy come down like a column or inside of a colander, and
Lovely.
I'm enclosed in the colander, and then it starts to go out and donut like a vortex.
Awesome. That's really cool. And that's what we're doing. We're filling up your light body, which is your total you, your light body to then pour out. Oh my God, that's all you have to do is just pour out the light. Be the light. Shine the light. Pour out the light in intention to what it is that you want. Harrison, go.
Thanks, man.
Harrison.
Thank you. Yeah. This just was just incredible. Feeling it like just the switch, like you said, that just in a holy instant. It's really all it takes. It's a decision almost, right? This
Yes.
like just recognizing the truth of it and just seeing and feeling it integrate into the wholeness of your being. It's just oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. Thank you.
I love you. Oh my God, I can't believe I get to hang out with these glorious souls that feel and are. And this is this is the difference, my friends. This is coming into being. This is isness. There is no work in this. This is switch it on. No, I don't have to go and work on myself. I switch it on and I'm being. This is the being. This is the isness. It's within you. The light is within you. Okay? And that's why it's so important that you experience it because, oh my God, that just set us free. I don't have to do that next 20 years to save myself, to change myself. Okay? You are it. You're here present. Right. So you can get rid of all that stuff now and go and do what you came to do. And there won't be any hindrance because you won't have vibrational filters that actually stop the greater you from performing in your life. The divine feminine, the divine in masculine, and the divine inner child. Your team as board of directors. Okay. Okay, let's have a quick look at soul contracts. Okay. I've been signing them off. One of our precious people in this group has been going through it in the last week. And it is immense and amazing, but it's also deeply personal. So soul contracts are vibrational worlds that you have made an agreement with before you came in. Okay? So you made a vibrational agreement with your mother and your father, whether they be in your life or not, whether they be on this plane or not. Okay? There is still a vibrational signature of an agreement between that person. Hi, Melissa. Good to see your beautiful face. So it's just a vibrational agreement. And you go, oh, that doesn't sound too bad, does it? But I can tell you what, it drives you. It drives you. It's like, oh my God, I've got to have that person. I am so in love. I am driven. That's my twin flame. Okay? So all of these things happen that incense you to go to that next expansion in your experience. It's like, I've got to do this. Okay? And so what it has happened is as we've written our soul scripts that's unrolling like a toilet roll that's in front of you. It's our toilet roll teaching. Hey, Tony. Okay, for those that know. Okay. All right, so your toilet roll is rolling out in front of you. I love quantum law. It's not that spiritual, okay, just so that you know. It's just livingness, beingness. It's so cool. All right, so your toilet roll has got these tags in it that you go, right, I want to remember this at this particular time because we've come into Maya. Okay, we've forgotten who we are. That's the second state of consciousness. So we've got these tags in. So I might meet this guy or a girl or a soul that, oh my God, yes, that's the one for me, okay? And I go on a journey, okay, maybe 5 years, 2 years, maybe 1.5 years, okay, may not be very long at all. might have been only meant for a week, okay, but we get tangled up with them for 20 years and go, oh my God, I'm so miserable. And then we've got all of these false things that we think are relationships and what we should be modeling. And then we go into like 10 years of counseling over something that we should have actually moved on and gone to the next soul contract. So these contracts actually keep us in position. And it's so beautiful. The soul that you're meant to be with will turn up. However, because we are incarnating within an incarnation, I am, yes, a free will creator. Okay? I have free will. Okay? Just because I knew that, okay, my first incarnation was someone who was vibrationally matching myself. By the way, they really are. So you go, oh, that person was a loser. Okay. There was a little element of you being a bit of a loser at the time. Okay. So own it. Okay. This is the beauty of it all. Okay. Just make a joke out of it, really. All right. Yeah, sure. We got stuck with losers. No, we didn't. We actually made choices to be with that person who scarred me and marred me. Okay. Take responsibility and ownership for what you're creating. So back in those days, we didn't know any better. That's what we did. Okay. Then we go, oh, I like this person, and I expand to another area. Now, I'm not talking about relationships off Tinder. I'm talking about true relationships where I have this pull in me. And you know, there's so much judgment on people's lives for leaving this, you know, solid relationship and going into something different. Okay. And we really have to drop all of our judgments and opinions because we do not know what's been written into a person's script. And that goes for one who seems to become a victim of something to the one that seems to be abusing. Isn't that interesting? I really encourage you to read my book on this because it'll turn your thoughts upside down so that we can understand that a soul is going to progress. Are we holding a soul back because, okay, of, you know, having lived through a soul contract and maybe it's getting pretty iffy at the end of that and we're not understanding that a soul contract can come to an end? As a new tag in brings an attraction. And so we can actually move into another direction. And that's why it's very important with relationship counseling, okay, that we need to know what a person's creating. And you need to look at your own relationships. What are you creating? What are you really wanting? Because aside from soul contracts, which are just tag points, which you can choose to have or not have, right now I choose not to have what I don't want. And yet I get soul contracts come in and go, whoa, I was meant to get with that person, you know, whoa, that's so cool. But I'm a free will creator and actually I'm really happy where I am. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't have to live that at all. I can actually sign off the contract, come straight into peace. Okay, you are the master of your own inner being and your own decision-making processes. So it doesn't have to drive you into insanity. Because some of these things do drive us. Okay, let's get back to a little bit of the pain stories that are involved with it. So I might have a really lousy relationship with mother or father, okay, my parents. Okay, I might actually have, and this person just keeps doing the same stuff and the same stuff, and it seems to be a generational storyline. Everything is just a vibrational storyline, okay? If you didn't actually have a vibrational story to unfold your continuum, well, the whole world would end. Isn't that cool? Think about it. Okay, if you were generationally, I look at some of these kids and go, thank God their grandmother loves them, because if, you know, that love keeps the next generation going in and on, you know, the parents and, mate, you love your own children, you do anything for them. Well, why? Because everything would end if you didn't keep up the continuum. Isn't that interesting? So we're all part of this continuum that we're projecting into. Okay, it's totally natural for that to happen. But our drives and our passions, okay, get slighted. They actually get wrapped in, sometimes in trauma, in pain, in not wanting this to come into the next generation. And so, you know, I've said myself, you know, that I'm going to cut off, I'm going to end some generational stuff. And I think that you've probably done that because we don't want trauma to go into the next generation. You know, women don't have to go through processes of being raped over and over and having this handed to a child. Okay? Vibrational worlds are constructs, they are laws. Okay? They are laws. We have to actually sign off these horrible things that have been happening to ourselves and to our children and our children's children. Do not line them up for more pain. Okay? We have to heal this stuff. And signing off contracts is one of the biggest things that you can do. Okay, and we're just going to have a look at it. So signing off a contract is saying to a person, just pick a person that's not going to take you emotionally down the tube, okay? Because I don't want you to be emotional. I want intelligent engagement here, okay? So don't go down into it too deep, all right? So if a person has been involved in hurting, harming, wounding you, okay, and has been involved in that, and it has an appearance that it's been coming from generation to generation from, you know, a side of family or whatever, then it's probably been gifted to you, okay, in this vibrational story construct, okay? Now, I want you to see it logically because you can actually remove a whole lot of pain when you can actually see a logical reason for something, okay? Because I don't want my emotional body out of control or my mental mind out of control. I don't want to be broken and fragmented over a story that has been generationally brought in, okay? There's no point in that. We're actually living in the now moment, okay? So the past can actually trigger in a holy instant. Just as you can trigger alignment, you can trigger a pain story just like that. Woo! And off I go, my little story. Okay, I've been hearing a lot of stories this week. Pain stories go on and on and on and on. It's like they drive me nuts. Okay, it's like, hey, do you want to sign that off? They go, but no, you don't understand. I go, yeah, I do. Okay, I've had them. Man, I lived years, many years, with so much pain. And I tell you what, you can sign them off. So let's look at the soul that's caused the pain or where the pain has come from. That is a soul agreement, okay, that you are going to live within this construct of a world, okay, with its ups and downs and all of this. And so it produces these results and you can sign it off. You can actually, how do you sign it off? Let's explain it. So you can sign it off through viewing and bringing that soul to you, okay? So guess what? That soul also has its own innate being. Isn't that cool? Oh, that's freeing, isn't it? Thinking about that. Oh my God. So even though all this pain's being committed in this duality story framework, but no, they are actually a divine sovereign soul also. Whoa, total respect. Okay, done the journey to this planet, sovereign soul. Not connected, no, that's right. 3D generational storyline from duality keeps showing up in all sorts of ways and manners, but we don't want to judge that. We want to actually heal the vibrational story and finish it, because if I am having so much of an issue with my father, then that will be passed on to my child. And they will have a vibrational issue with men, okay? So you are a direct imparter of the vibrational pain that's going to contribute to the next generation, okay? I am so, that's one of my areas of remorse, that I actually contributed to my children's pain. Damn, wow. I'm going, whoa. You see, I'm a creator, what I project out must come back to me. Who is responsible? I am. I am a creator. I project out. If it's through pain, I am responsible. I have to bring it home to stop it. I have to sign it off for myself. That other soul is being also manipulated by this vibrational world and this agreement, okay? they are as miserable as you are, or joyous, depending on the story. Okay, so this person is also, and they come to us so quickly. It's like as soon as you're ready to do a soul contract sign off, whoosh, they come in. Okay, want it done. They're over it. They don't want to play with you in this way. Okay, it is only because of the karma, okay, and what you're going to try and get done in this lifetime. Because we're doing an incarnation within an incarnation, there is no longer necessary to have these soul contracts, nor look for them. You'll feel them, you'll go, oh yeah, that's a soul contract, and you'll sign it off and go, nah, not doing that. Isn't that the power that's within you now to do this? So that soul is a pure light being. We do not look at them in their little pointy themselves, okay, from here, okay? That's insane, okay? No, okay, I don't want to have a relationship with that. I am going to have a relationship with the higher self of that person. And they come to us, so we actually bring them. I'm going to share this with you, and we're going to do one if you're okay. If anyone is feeling traumatized or upset, I want you to come and talk to me afterwards, okay? Very important that we do the true work behind this, and we actually bring it into wholeness. It's bring you into the expansion of light of soul. No stories in 3D. It's to bring you into light and to free them into light. Isn't that beautiful? And what happens then is that they become self-governing. So that person, that child, maybe your child that you've actually been projecting fear, okay, around and things like that, you're actually going to just lift it off and go, you know what, I'm not doing that. I'm releasing you to your soul sovereign board of directors. Okay, the light within you will shine now. You can receive your own messages. I, as a mother, do not have to do anything. Okay, I let go of these restrictions that have been so worried about you. And I write about this in the book. Honestly, we mothers are smotherers, okay, of our children. Okay, and we vibrationally wrap them in more difficulty than you can imagine. So this signing off agreements to your children, to people of significance is really, really important. Now, who would like to do it with me? Okay, so mostly you will have a soul come to you that you're ready to do the work on. Okay, does anyone want to ask a question? We're running out of time, but I want to take you through this. Okay, is there a significant question, or shall we just do it? Just do it? Okay. All right, so just closing your eyes and feeling your board of directors, okay? The sovereign you has got no fear. So it doesn't matter who it is, okay? And sometimes it can be a perpetrator of great pain, okay? And I do recommend signing that off immediately, okay? But if that's the case, pick something or just trust your soul to bring to you the one that is ready to sign off right now. And they often come in like groups, like, boom, come in, yeah, they want it done. Okay, so if everyone has that, okay, I want you to, it's not looking at them through the 3D story. It is soul to soul. This is where you get business done, soul to soul. Okay, soul to soul, pure light to pure light. Okay, not the pain stories of 3D. I want you to visualize this beautiful agreement, this script coming down between you and that soul and saying, you know what, I don't want to continue this story anymore. Okay, what we've had in the past, what we've done in the past, I do not want to participate in it anymore. I'm finished with it, done with it. So these soul contracts can be ceremonial, depending on the love relationship that you've had, or quite short, neat, and sweet, depending on who that soul is, you know. If they're just a pain in the butt, just sign them off. So bringing down the soul script between you and saying, I'm done, and I want to come into my destiny now. It's time for me to come into my destiny. It's time for me to fly. And you know what? I'm just freeing you of all of this vibrational world that we've had together that I no longer want to participate in. I want something different. And I want to release you also from this vibrational world, okay, that we've been entangled in, okay? And I'm going to sign it off so that you can come into your soul sovereignty as a being of light and go on and do your destiny. How beautiful is that? Okay? And now I want you to sign the bottom of the contract off that's come down between you from the fifth dimension and above. Sign your full name to it. And I want you to burn it with a flame. So you can put the golden flame or, violet flame to it or a match and watch it burn like paper. And you can feel it's like a burning. It's beautiful. All the way to the fifth dimension and above. And you'll feel this extreme burning. I can feel you doing it. Good on you. Okay? Burning all the way to the fifth. And when you're ready, you can say, so be it. So be it. So be it. And you will feel right now, I want you to feel in your brain and in your vibrational body a reconfiguration right now taking place. This is so important for you to understand. The divine feminine within you is reconfiguring your world without that in it. Isn't that beautiful? Your inner being, your greater you, is actually reconfiguring your world now without your story. Okay, your vibrational story. Woo, what a relief. Okay, and I don't have time to talk to you all, but they are so deeply personal and everyone is affected in magnificent ways. It is always beyond a person's expectation. We don't realize what we were doing half the time. But soul contracts are a great, they cause a lot of issue, okay? So people who are looking for their twin flame and all that type of jazz, they're actually looking for a soul contract to show up. And they know that there's one out there and they think that it's their twin flame. Well, it is their twin flame. It's actually time for you to spend time together. But because we're coming up into fifth dimensional energies, there's no longer a requirement, okay, for you to go through that. Why would you spend time with, a person who's got a lower vibration than where you're going and is going to drive you nuts for, another 2 or 3 years before you figure it out? You don't even have to enter into it. Isn't that cool? Which means right now you can actually attract from a soul-connected place, a pure-hearted soul that has no vibrational worlds that's going to do anything to you. Isn't that glorious? There is only a soul that's going to come and reflect in your glorious reflection, okay? Just another you, okay? That's actually connected in light. So does anyone want to share with me their experience or share it to the class, this experience maybe that you felt with that? And also, I need to know that you're okay. So if people can actually push their hand or thumbs up or something, I need to know that you're okay. Thanks, Yasmin, you're okay. Is everyone okay? Thanks, Mona. Okay. Did anyone have an experience that you'd like to experience? Harrison, do you want to share something with us? I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, sure. So, that was that was crazy. I've over the past week or so, there's just been some massive letting go of just things I've been holding in my heart for a long time. And I've gotten most of it, and there's just been some pesky little things that just wouldn't leave, and I didn't understand why. And I just resolved one of those just now with you, so thank you for that.
My pleasure.
But
Thank you.
it feels really good, and I feel very high energy, but at the same time, I'm physically drained. That took a lot. But thank you.
Isn't it? And yet it only took a few minutes in actual fact. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So
It
just
felt
go with the
it felt
flow.
like half an hour passed and I looked at my clock and it was only 2 minutes. I was like, oh goodness.
In a holy instant, you can be whole. Isn't this beautiful? So things pass, vibration. We're just sort of like, monkeys grooming one another and pulling those fleas off. It's so easy now. It's so easy with the high frequency diamond energy. Yasmin.
It took a bit longer for me because I have 6 kids. They're grown, but it was time to let go.
Did you
And
just do 6 contracts?
I did.
Yeah.
She's just done a whole family. Good on you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, you get it.
Good job. Good job. I love it. You see, we can, and this can be homework for you. I send my people that go through our Diamond Matrix Masters school off to do these things. So important to clear the skeletons, out of your closet. Yes, Yasmin.
It doesn't mean that we don't love them. We love them millions, but it doesn't mean that we have to have that contract. That it just hurts the relationship when you have that, right? Just gotta let it go. Feels good.
It can be just that as well, absolutely. But if it goes deeper than that and it keeps showing up, it's often a soul contract. Freeing up your children is just a magnificent thing, It's really, really important to free them up. They don't have to go. This is why the last generation, we say they've got no respect for tradition. It's true. They don't give a shit about our stories, okay? These are new souls coming in. They don't have to be interested in this continuum of this drama, okay? So totally natural. Yeah.
It's like they're holding us accountable for what happened a million years ago. It makes no sense to me now,
Yeah.
So, it just doesn't make sense. So, bye-bye. I love you so much.
That's it. Yeah. Bye-bye is exactly how it should be.
Yeah.
Yes, so we see cultures in great pain because of traditional stories. Even our First Nations people in this continual story of pain. So you can't live from the past in pain because the soul is present now. So all we're doing, is talking about somebody else's pain. We weren't even here when that generational pain took place. Okay, I was probably sipping, martinis over in Fiji or somewhere else, I was not in Australia, okay, at the time. I was probably not even on the planet. Okay, we cannot actually blame each other for what has happened in the past. Okay, as a collective, we just have to stop all of that stuff. Okay, does anyone else want to share something? No, that's okay. Yes, Jane.
Yeah, let's see. Trying to ever so make this the longest story of short, because I know we're pressed on time. I had been across approximately 16 years experiencing a person that we originally met in middle school system over here. And at one point, we actually come to work in the same company, but at different shifts in different departments.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did not say anything to him because I really wasn't ready. Plus, at the time, I was starting to go through my own wake up, the big wake up of wake ups. And it was simultaneously at that time too that I was going through energy gather study, energy class, learning energetics, quantum fields, and the like on path.
Cool.
And all these years later, he had been still stuck in the same story and was trying to interact with him on a higher note, but he just wouldn't go there. And I thought it was just this extra facet of weird that one morning I was coming back from something and I stopped at the corner of Crossroad, and I did not know he had a son, but the gentleman was walking by in front of my car. And it really couldn't be missed that this young man was his son, and later I found out that that proved true. But I feel like while we hovered around each other, so to speak, way back then at that plant that we both worked at and no longer did, was because we are both wounded, though what my teaching had been helping me to learn all this time, and I've just been adjusting and adjusting, is I have wanted to live a higher vibration because I know that my life is truly worth it. It has not been my utmost of purpose and fault to fall down a hole and stay there, which is what
Yes.
utmost of my teacher was teaching me. And I've
Yes.
hung on to ever since. And I'm trying to help him, or I had been, but it was just trying to help him to learn that about himself. But I think I've got it. I think I finally got the message to him, but was doing it from a higher dimension. And now I feel like that part of that spiraling, collapsing, and so forth is gone, and hope that it is for him too. But I
If
won't
you've
know.
signed off the contract to him,
Yep.
it is done and dusted.
Yep.
And the thing is, you talk about quite a period of time there. So you're looking at 16 years. This internal connection's been going on with this particular soul. That is a soul contract. And that
Yeah.
soul contract is, yes, when you're so spot on because you're vibrationally in pain. Okay, so you're a vibrational match for one another, and you have 16 years on moved so much further. He may remain in the same vibration, and if he did, then that's why you've moved on, because you're no longer that person, are you? You
Right.
are this expanded sense of self, meeting other contracts and things like that. So signing off a soul contract in such a way is perfect, okay, because it actually dissolves that. So you see, this is another thing that affects relationships, is that if you're hankering after something from the past, how can you be true in the moment to receive the new relationship into your life?
Absolutely.
Got to
Yep.
sign off the past, and if they're that big, and this is why separated relationships get so messy, okay, because the souls don't realize that they can move on. And so they become so messed up, okay, with children and God knows what. Okay, we can actually just sign off the contracts, and then each soul can be free to go and live their best life. Okay? So I realize that we're really going over time. I've recorded this if you're wanting to do other contracts yourself, okay? And please don't, if did you know that deep grief and loss is another area? So if there's someone that you deeply loved, okay, you can actually clear that grief, because what happens is, I do want to say this on this recording, your relationship with that person will change. You'll either never see them again, or you'll just be in the love zone with them at one, because you probably came out of the same spark anyway.
Yes.
So we need to understand that even deep grief and loss, we are never separated. In light, we're one soul family. Okay,
Yes.
so we are always going to come back into supreme unity, because we are no longer telling that vibrational story. Okay, we all come from light. There's only light. And
Ashe.
remember, if you've got resistance in that, you'll remember your connection in light together, which is just immense. It's real, powerful stuff.
Yeah.
All
True
right.
namaste. Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay, so pop off. Thank you everyone for coming in. Cassia, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, with your experiences, how fast do you think we can kind of see something happening? How people, how this signing off the contract, how it brings results?
Quite quickly. Okay, I had to release my daughter, who is experiencing really deep needs of support, and it was actually really cutting into my time, and it was disservicing her, disempowering her so much. And then when I realized that I was actually generating this weakness within her, that she needed all of this support, I signed it off, and and she began doing, all sorts of things. She came back to life. It's like amazing, because self-governance is soul sovereignty. So straight away, their worlds recapitulate. Remember how I said to you, now feel your brain, feel that activity going on, and that's recalibrating your world. That is what goes on. Okay, suddenly that person is now free to live their sovereign life, and you are free to live yours. Okay, so it's a beautiful thing that, yes, you will see a response to it, and you have to be willing to allow that soul to live their destiny. Okay, no matter who they are and what their meaning and relevance is to you, need to be able to release them. I mean, these are the things that we always say, oh, release the butterfly, you know, set them free. If you love them, set them free. But this is energetically, everything is energy, honestly, and everything is a vibrational world. Okay? So if you want to work with me personally to help with this, I do a 20-hour school of reconfiguring your light body. We actually do the diamond light body recode of your entire system. And we teach some amazing components of quantum law, which is don't play the game, and the vibrational matching, so that you know how to direct your energy into expansion. We then do 3 sessions of diamond reconnection, which opens up your heart chakra, okay, forever. Okay, we're coming into the opening of the heart chakra for good. We don't need to shut it down. If we need to shut it down, we're still in self-protection. Okay, opening and closing, which means I am self-protecting against what? Duality. Something's going to get me. Okay, no, when I'm in alignment, nothing can get me. I can have an open heart, and I can create onto my quantum world anything that I want to gift you. I'm a creator. I can actually create for you. I can just love you. What do you need today? A car? Need a vehicle? You need a ride anywhere? Okay. I intend that for you, that it will come, and we are intending love, connections, and physical function in your life. You know, abundance coming through is the reconfiguring from your soul perspective. Okay, so I better love you and leave you, otherwise I can talk underwater. Bring people in. We want to grow this channel, okay, and make it really huge. Let's get people into freedom. Okay, I'm going to stay on for a minute, so you guys can head off if you want to, but if anyone does want to talk with me, you can hang around, or we can start another Zoom meeting for a little while.
Yeah, I would like to talk to you, Ruth.
Okay.
Trying to get off. All right, see you later, guys. Thank you so much, Ruth.
See you, Nick.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. All right.
See you, Jane. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you again, Ruth. It's been
my pleasure, John.
It's been great. I just wanted to say to Kasha, when you said how long, and it's like with my studies and you know, my prayers and the answers and all that, time doesn't exist as far as how we measure it. It's only
right.
levels of ascension inside. So time, as quick as you accept it, baby. You know what I mean?
Thank you, John.
I love you, Kasha.